I'm fast as fuck, boy!
The T-34-85 is a tier 6 Russian medium tank and the single tank that can truly make a wereaboo shit himself. This tank has ruined more of my War Thunder games than I can count, and it does the same to World of Tanks, for the simple reason that it will not die. So if you want to channel the power of Rasputin and die of hypothermia instead of bullet wounds, continue watching. You outfit your tank with a multi-purpose restoration pack, a repair kit, and adrenaline. Again, for ammunition you load mostly AP but a few WNH shells just in case anything with armor shows up and some HE for paper panzers. For equipment you go for rammer, optics, a gun laying drive, engine accelerator, V-stacks, repair kit and any other shitty equipment you want. You start by researching the engine to improve your speed, then research the turret and gun, and then go for whatever you fucking please. The Soviet Knuckles is the first real medium tank in the Russian medium tank line. Unlike the previous two tanks, which were basically the tank equivalent of the autistic kid in your school, the tank has a great speed and an overperforming gun, but suffers from having armor that's just like my life goals, non-fucking existent. This tank is not a brawler, it is a sniper tank that overdosed on painkillers. As a result it can penetrate anything it meets with standard AP, and if some tryhard shows you his strongest armor, you pen it anyway, because Russian bias lol. You can flank, but it is ill-advised because you have a pretty shit reload speed. You don't poke corners unless they're not looking at you because most tanks will be ready to fire by the time you reload as well. You can bump down your reload speed to about 5 seconds if you use a rammer, double rations and adrenaline, but those numbers are quite frankly really pushing it, so don't expect to be able to land a sneaky breaky shot more than once. Fortunately you can penetrate almost everyone you meet frontally, with the exception being the AMX ACMLE-46, which has a shitload of armor on the front that most tanks struggle to penetrate anyway. However, the AMX is turretless, so it's usually not much of a problem if you can get around to the sides of this tank to fuck them over harder than Putin fucks over the Ukraine. As mentioned before, this tank is fast enough to establish communism faster than a Red October on steroids, and can occasionally bounce shots from low caliber tier 5 guns if you angle your hull to steeply enough. Despite historically being able to bounce nearly all tier 5 and some tier 6 guns, your armor is thinner than my will to live, so do not rely on it ever. You do not flank in this tank, but you can if you have to. You hide behind cover and poke shots but reposition every so often. Unless your target is brain damaged like 99% of the player base, they will notice you after a few shots. This is when you reposition yourself and then open fire again. Do this repeatedly to send as many enemies of the state to Gulag and you will make Stalin proud. This is the correct way to play the T-34-85. Go out there and seize the means of production.